Nerd Takes.
I'm John.
Justin.
And we got a good one today.
Yeah,
So
I would say so.
We have, as you can see, the George T. Stagg from 2024. So not this year's release because the BTACs were just recently released from Buffalo Trace. This is from last year. We've had George T. Stagg. We've never reviewed
No.
a George T.
The
Stagg.
only other BTAC we've reviewed has been the Handy.
The Handy.
I'm just waiting for this fucker to say something.
So pretty excited about this one. I've had the 23. This is the 24.
Yeah.
So let's get it. There's a lot of information as you kind of pointed out with Thomas H. Handy. They give you a lot of information. They give you a piece of paper. I don't have the piece of paper, but I have all the information from the paper, which goes into obscene amounts of detail on how they crafted this fine bottle of whiskey. So a quick summary. George T. Stagg built the most dominant American distillery of the 19th century during a time known as the Gilded Age of Bourbon. Uncut and unfiltered, this robust whiskey ages for nearly a decade, well, more than a decade, and boasts the bold character that is reminiscent of the man himself. I got this straight from the Buffalo Trace website.
Obviously.
This extremely hearty whiskey ages in new charred oak barrels, straight out of the barrel, uncut and unfiltered. The taste is powerful, flavorful, and intense. Open it up with a few drops of water, sit back and ponder the wonders of the universe. Yes, they really did say that.
It's very good marketing. We said this about the Handy episode. Like it is.
Yes.
They got a person on
The wonders of the universe.
Well, I was going to say there's a person that's on the payroll, and their job is just to write this eloquent description of the bourbon and letter to the people purchasing it. It's very fancy.
Absolutely. So a little bit about Buffalo Trace Antiques collection, because there was a change this year. You have the Eagle Rare 17, you have the George T. Stagg Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Sazerac 18-year-old Straight Rye Whiskey, Thomas H. Handy Sazerac Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey, William LaRue Weller Kentucky Straight Bourbon, and the new one this year is the E.H. Taylor Bottled and Bond Bourbon. Yep. So there is the normal Taylor, which is, well, that's the barrel proof, but you have the small batch and the single barrel, and this is Bottled and Bond, but that's the newest addition to the BTACs. It's the first change they've made since introducing the Thomas H. Handy in 2006. That one is, but the E.H. Taylor Bottled and Bond is actually 15 years old, 15 years and 4 months old. So it's another 15-year, in addition to this guy, which is 15 years and 2 months old. Do we want to dig into all of the information on this one?
Just give us the categories. I feel like there's a lot of...
All right. So it is 15 years, 2 months old, 136.1 proof. The mash bill, they don't disclose the mash bill. They say it's corn, rye, and barley. Allegedly, it's Buffalo Trace mash bill number 1.
Okay,
but they don't actually say it. It goes off the proof at 140. Barrel entry proof is the standard 125. 61% of the original whiskey was lost to evaporation. It's got the typical 53 gallon, typical barrel size, everything like that. And they do have some tasting notes in the letter. And then Breaking Bourbon also did a review of this one as well. So I have some tasting notes from them that we can compare to. MSRP is $150. Secondary is $650.
Okay.
So
let's get into it.
Nose, you've been doing that, and
first of all, I do want to mention that we, to touch about legs and the color. You can see the color. It is very dark and deep.
Pretty crazy.
Brian would say it's a deep amber or something. I don't know. But the one thing that we did before we started was that we kind of spun it around as deep as we could, and what ended up happening was it creates a line that's on the Glencairn, but then about halfway down, all of a sudden you get this ribboning.
Yeah, right where right on the bulge right here.
Just a curtain of
oil.
of the oil, right? This is one of the more oily, viscous bourbons that I've had the pleasure of trying to rate. But
ever,
just that in itself is pretty great. So as far as the nose, I've been nosing it for a while, and I
Do you want me?
I always say cherries, and I literally this is very cherry forward.
It's very dark fruit.
I
I said plum.
Yeah. Dark fruit, I could
dark
see that,
fruits,
or stone fruits for sure.
Yes.
And honestly, I'm kind of getting like a leather to it too.
Okay. I don't get a lot of oak.
No, not at all.
Nose, at least.
It actually is not sweet. Like this isn't like a cherries jubilee. Like this is just, it's very fruity and it's very oaky, or not oaky. I'm sorry. Like
leathery.
Yeah, let's just say leathery. Sure, I don't even know what I'm looking for.
Is it soft leather? I'm just kidding.
It's definitely hard leather. So that's what I got. So what are we supposed to get on the?
So, nose, powerful aroma of deep aged oak, rich wood, and dark cherry. That's on the letter itself. Dark cherries on the letter itself. Breaking bourbon, cinnamon, allspice, cherry cola, black raspberry, and pear.
Okay, I can get the pear.
Yeah, I can get that.
But again, it's some of those stone fruits for sure.
But definitely, they're hitting you with the cherry.
Well, on the palate, that is like that is like an explosion of cherry cola. It's almost like I'm drinking soda. Like it hits you, and then it just like explodes in the rest of your mouth. Am I explaining that well? Like I
No, you got it. It's
like it starts in the middle and just like immediately
it coats.
It coats the entire.
It coats very well. This is where the oak comes in because again, I didn't get a lot of the oak on the nose. You can get it on it, but it's not overpowering.
I don't think. I mean, yes, oak. I'm sure there's going to be some, but I'm getting more of the sugars here. I'm definitely getting some more vanilla. You're definitely getting some caramel, maybe some. Definitely some type of baking spices or allspice here. It's ramping up in heat. I'm getting some pepperiness as I'm sitting here like talking. It's actually increasing in hotness.
Yeah. So from the distillery, deep layered profile of bold spice, assertive oak, creamy caramel, and a delicate touch of cinnamon.
Okay.
Breaking bourbon. Allspice, cinnamon, leather, barrel char, stone fruit, cherry, caramel, tobacco, underlying nuttiness. I don't get the nuttiness.
No. Add some water to it.
Oh, okay.
I think then maybe you will.
But
it's more like it's like a toffee type thing.
Okay. But again, like to what you were talking about was, it's the sweetness, but this is where the spice starts to take over a little bit, especially in the back palate. That's when the sweetness starts to go away, and it's still there. But it's the spice, it's the oak, it's the leather.
Man, that is good. I'm just going to finish and talk as far as like back palate flavors. I think that it gets hotter. It's getting hotter as I'm sitting here. And I think now it's like more focused on the spices. It's more focusing on the baking spices, pepper. It's still got a little bit of the cherryness to it, and I guess some vanilla, but earthy is the term I was looking for earlier.
Okay,
earthy, because it's not as. I'm just not getting all of those super sweet flavors like throughout it.
Yeah,
like it's not all the charred sugars you get from a barrel. Like the oak, this is not oaky at all.
I mean, I get some.
I mean, sure, there's some oak there. It's always going to be some oak, but that's not the prominent flavor.
No, it's not. It's not the prominent note as it would be in others,
and especially on the back end.
Right.
I'm not getting any of the finishing sugars that you maybe would normally get.
No, it's spice.
It's way more spice.
It's spice. It's spice and heat.
And like just now, it's like getting like into the Kentucky hug. They say,
yeah,
like deep in the chest.
No, it's still going. Even after water, it's still going.
I was gonna say, if anything, the water like made it hotter. I know that's not a real thing, but like that feels like it.
So we've got, this is distillery, long and drying, defined by strong oaky notes that linger pleasantly on the tongue, leaving a lasting impression of complexity and warmth. Man,
I mean, I definitely got the
breaking bourbon,
lasting warmth,
intense spice, barrel charred, dry cherry, baking chocolate, warm, lingering heat.
I was going to say chocolate, and it sounded weird to say out loud. Like, how did it go from vanilla to chocolate? But like, that makes sense.
I mean, I've had Stagg Juniors
Mhm.
where chocolate has been a pretty prominent note
That
for
is
me.
true.
I've had a
Yeah.
couple batches where it's like, that's chocolate to me.
Yeah.
So
Cocoa
it's not,
especially.
yeah, it's not outside the realm because those are probably half the age of this one.
Okay.
Justin, what do you think?
I agree with the note that it almost seems to heat up with the addition of water. And I don't know why that is, but this is a finish that keeps coming back to me.
Mhm.
And I actually really appreciate it because it's quite good. I get a hint of sweet in the finish. I don't know if that's the cocoa, if that's vanilla, if that's caramel. I don't know.
Could be the cherry coming back.
Could
too.
be the cherry. I don't know. There's a hint of sweet that keeps coming back in the finish, but I really like the finish. That's it. I think this is complex. I really like the complexity of it. There's a lot going on, and it seems like every time I nose it or taste it or just let it sit, I get a new note.
Yep, I agree.
That's well said. Yeah.
Even adding water, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, rating.
Man, I am. This is fucking good.
This is really good. It's just a question of how good.
Okay, so let's go back to that price point
$150
and the availability, which is
good luck.
Okay, so I think that's kind of the thing that moves the needle a little bit on both sides, right? $150 for this. It's fucking. I mean, this is Mandalorian Luke.
It's an 11,
right?
Yeah,
Or at the very worst, Luke in black,
right? 10.5,
10.5, and at 150. But now you take into account the availability, but this isn't like a bourbon that is overpriced and good. I'm sorry, overpriced and sought after because it's so rare. It's sought after because it's so good.
I think it's a little bit of both.
Maybe a little bit of both, but at least it punches on the level that it should be.
It has a reputation
because of how good it is.
This is the
We've talked
is widely regarded as like the king of the BTACs.
We've-
It's this one and it's the William LaRue.
WLW, yeah.
It's a WLW. Like those are the ones that you go after every single year, and every single year, if people are ranking the BTACs, it's usually these two, 1, 2, flip flop them, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jedi Luke.
Jedi Luke.
10.
10.
Give it 10.
10.
It's great.
Yeah, I was gonna go like 9.5, but it's a 10.
It is.
I mean,
it's just a 10.
It's hard not to argue with like the quality. I mean, and it speaks to the quality of. I can't remember. It was recently. I think it might have been 2021. They didn't put one out.
Right.
Like there were 4 BTACs that year because none of the barrels that they found held up to the standard of George T. Stagg, so they just didn't release one that year.
What I think is
And that's
interesting.
important to note.
That's incredible that they would do that.
Absolutely.
And it also demonstrates the popularity of Buffalo Trace. They can get away with that. But the other thing I keep going back to is the fact that it's 150, and some of these other annual releases, limited releases, are 225, 250, 300. And at least,
500.
I mean, MSRP.
I know, 500.
So at least like Buffalo Trace is saying, listen, this is going to be hard to find. It's limited releases. You lost 61% to freaking Angel Share. That's a fucking gigantic percentage.
That's a lot.
But we're not going to gouge the shit out of you price wise because listen, that's just
that's not
our strategy.
Right.
It's going to be rare, and that is our strategy. And they created the allocated system for sure.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're just going to keep it at that 150 price. I mean, these BTACs have basically been between 1 and 150.
Yeah, they
forever.
were 100 just a few years ago, and then they recently just increased.
That's fine. 150 is still not nuts. They didn't double in price, and we were just talking about off the air about some other annual releases that have doubled their price in the last 3 years. Easily doubled
in the last few years, and it's just not worth it.
And they're not nearly as good as this, and they're more expensive than this MSRP.
Correct.
So I think a 10 is a very reasonable number.
I agree.
I'm going in at 9.5 because I think it's very, very good. At 150, it's a Mandalorian. Right? I mean, it's unreal. But taking into the account of quote unquote rarity or whatnot,
availability.
That's the right word. I'm not quite at a 10 because I don't think it was anything that I was like blew me away, but it's very, very, very good. And at 150, hands down, buy it. Yeah, that is very good.
Absolutely.
This is like my flavor profile. Like this is I like to have some sweetness, but I like to finish with spice, and it does that exactly.
It does all of the things.
It does all the things for me.
Well, and I like, and Justin, you mentioned the complexity of like you could know you like it's just one of those things where like you smell it for the first time and you're like, yep, this is going to be good.
Yeah,
like you just know it, and then you mentioned it when we took the first sip. It just kind of it's all there. It just coats everything, and then all the flavors come at once. It's like, okay, what the hell is going on here? And then it's trying to pick all those out just because there's so much going on, which is great.
Yeah, and I think it's important to just, we won't say which ones we've had, but if you've been watching these episodes, we had some heavy hitters in the same day. And the fact that for me that this can stand out that much after having a couple other heavy hitters right. actually probably pushes me to rate it as high as I did. So,
Man in Black.
Right there.
We'll see.
All right.
Well, so if you can, probably not going to find it, but if you see it in a bar, and you want to buy a pour, and hopefully the pour isn't outrageously expensive, because sometimes it can be, but there are a few places around town that are pretty reasonable with their pours, as soon as they get their bottles.
Yeah.
Check it out. Nerd Takes.